G'day viewers, today it's all about the king of rock and roll and this 1981 biopic, This Is Elvis. Stay tuned for more.
The private moments, the public triumphs, the epic biography of the man behind the legend. This is Elvis.
Coming to you from a basement studio somewhere down under. It's the 80s show with Australia's Retro Man. On tonight's show, Retro Man does a retrospective on the 1981 biopic, This Is Elvis. Well, what are we waiting for? Lights, camera, Retro Man.
G'day viewers, Retro Man here and welcome to the 80s show. Now today I'll be doing a retrospective on this film here. It's the Elvis Presley biopic from 1981 called This Is Elvis. In fact, this film is more than just your average biopic. It's kind of a documentary biopic, and there's a few dramatizations thrown in there as well where Elvis performers, impersonators, call it what you will. There's about 4 of them that are used in the dramatization of this story. So you see them pop up from time to time and they kind of fill in the blanks as the narrative of his life plays out.
Pandemonium has broken out here on Elvis Presley Boulevard in Memphis. Thousands of fans from all over the country are converging on Graceland, trying to get in to view the body of the 42-year-old king of rock and roll.
Now, it's kind of a real emotional film, this one. I mean, it's elegant, it's classy, it tells the life story of the king of rock and roll like you've never really seen it before, because it's kind of done in a very special way because Elvis narrates his own story. It's kind of like Elvis from beyond reflecting on his charmed, or should I say, whirlwind life.
Well, the image is one thing, and a human being is another. It's very hard to live up to an image, I'll put it that way.
We'd like to do the song that was my very biggest record last year. I mean, it was no bigger than the rest of them, but it goes something like this. You know I can be found.
Now, This Is Elvis is a very authentic portrayal of Elvis's life. In fact, this is an authorised biography. It was written, produced and directed by Andrew Salt and Malcolm Leo. So this has Graceland's endorsement, and really this was the film. If you're an Elvis fan, this was the one you wanted to see in the 80s. This was the one that you kept watching and reflecting on, trying to find out more about his life. And I mean, the performances in this, the musical performances, are something else. I mean, has there been a singer with as good a stage presence and, just this amazing magnetism? When he steps onto a stage and when he performs, in fact, when he opens his mouth, we want to listen. And that's kind of what it's like with Elvis. He has that really winning appeal. He's like this down-home country boy with this rockabilly style, and he really is rock and roll, the essence of rock and roll. And as John Lennon once said, before Elvis, there was nothing when it came to the music industry, and This Is Elvis. It captures his life in all of its astonishing splendour.
You ain't nothing
Now, as you know, the Elvis story is a rags to riches story, and it's just so emotional, so poetic, really, and it's full of great music, of course, and I think that they did a very good job. I saw this in the cinema in, I think, 1982 in Australia. I was quite young at the time, and it was an emotional roller coaster, really, to watch this guy's life play out before your eyes in 100 astonishing minutes. I mean, in this film, you get to see everything, really. You get to see those intimate, personal home movie moments. That's kind of what it was sold on. Plus, you get all the hit songs. I mean, you get clips from his movies. You get those amazing stage performances. You get interviews, you get Elvis going into the army, you get Elvis doing a duet with Frank Sinatra. I mean, you get all those memorable Ed Sullivan TV moments, and it's just an astonishing film. And in fact, Rolling Stone gave this film a 4 out of 4 and called it the definitive film biography of Elvis Presley.
So every dream that I ever dreamed has come true 100 times.
Millions of people know me as a star, but few really know who I am.
This is Elvis.
Now, before this film came out, Kurt Russell and John Carpenter got together and did a film called Elvis the Movie. And man, that is a great movie in its own right. I really like that. I think that Kurt Russell nails that film. And it's just an amazing combination there. Kurt Russell and John Carpenter, I mean, they're renowned for doing those quirky films like Escape from New York, The Thing, and Big Trouble in Little China, but they did a wonderful job on Elvis the Movie. And that film was actually a TV movie, but it was that good that they put it in cinemas around the world. And the thing is with this film, it played in cinemas, and I think today it would probably be one of those films that may just go to, say, Netflix or something like that. They wouldn't use the big screen for something like this, because I said it's like a documentary movie, but they do fill in the blanks and recreate little moments to get the story gelling better with these 4 guys that play Elvis in different stages of his life. And this is a wow. I really love this, and what I like about this edition, I don't know who's got this out there, but this is a 2-disc special edition, and there we have it. There's disc 1, disc 2, and I'll tell you what's special about these 2 discs. You get the 1981 theatrical version on disc 1, and on disc 2 you get the 1983 expanded video version with over 40 minutes of additional footage not seen in theatres. And that's what makes this release something special. I'm glad I've got it in my collection because, of course, I'm an Elvis fan. I mean, this guy was one of the greatest entertainers of all time. And, of course, at the moment, there's that Baz Luhrmann film out there, and I'll be unboxing that as well. The 4K, I'll be doing an episode on that very soon, so keep watching the channel. But it was nice to reflect on this as Elvis, and I checked this out again the other night. It's been a few years, and it really holds up. It's just an astonishing film full of great music, and you really feel like you've gone on a journey through his life when you commit to watching this. And I would definitely recommend the expanded version, which gives you more Elvis, more bang for your buck. Anyway, guys, this is Elvis, and what a film. And I would just say, guys, if you want more on Elvis, if you've seen that Baz Luhrmann film recently and you want to fill in the blanks and you want more on his life, this is your go-to, guys. So this is Elvis, is highly recommended. This is the biopic from 1981, this docudrama, and it's a fantastic film. So there we have it. It's been an absolute pleasure discussing This Is Elvis, and you'll see me again very soon because I have more Elvis coming your way. In the meantime, guys, like, comment, and subscribe, and keep watching the channel. This is Retro Man, living the dream, 80s style. Stay gold.
Thanks for watching. Retro Man will return faster than a boomerang and with hair almost as impressive as Elvis Presley.
Well, that's all right, mama.
Please subscribe and good night, viewers.